Another February means another collection from Supreme. What is up, my Supreme dogs? Luke Darnall back with another Supreme related content video, and today, super stoked, super excited, super hopefully getting inspired up in here once I view these pieces. I haven't seen hardly any of these pictures at all, the lookbook, any of the whole drop list for the spring summer 2025 collection, because I just opened stuff. I saw Black Sheep and I saw another exhibit from Damien Hirst, so I did do some research on him. I will tell you a little bit about his history because that's just, I like to know the artist. But without further ado, I cannot wait. I finished my work, ready to view these pictures, so let's get it. Alright, so I got lookbook SS25 pulled up. Let's just dive into it. Oh, of course, they're going to show me some Damien Hirst right off the bat. All right, like I said, to kind of sum it up, Damien Hirst didn't believe in any religion, higher power, God, nothing. So he had full exhibits of pretty much mortality as the theme, right? And he would dunk certain animals in formaldehyde. I think that's the substance, and which is cool. He made this tint deliberately teal, I think, from what I've read, and I was watching videos, and at first, I thought this was a great white, like, Hirst, like, pick the baddest motherfucking monstrous shit under the sea, right? That big ass fucking fish that owns shit down there, right? That we know of, and put that shit in formaldehyde. Let us get fucking up close and personal. A moment of time is like I think the caption usually at these exhibits. And so this was pretty profound, of like an exhibit from this is years ago, right? And he even talks about like his professor, when he was in school, like his professor was telling him, we're looking more like this, kind of refining, trying to create a better artist of himself, right? Trying to help him, teach him, improve him. But a lot of times, he was young, he didn't believe in religion, none of that shit. And he was kind of cutthroat, stubborn, like a lot of us younger ones are, generally. I know I was. Shit, God bless. I made it. But he ended up saying just fuck it. And then the professor actually just said, some of the best work comes from people who just say fuck it. I got a vision. I really want this. I like what I'm doing. Some of the best artists come from that. And then from that point, he always did this kind of shit. So these exhibits were themed mortality, right? So he pretty much dipped these animals. I know this shark, which unfortunately tiger shark, right? And the black sheep, and there's other animals in these exhibits. And I think it just becomes with just like the believing of a no God or anything, like, of course you're gonna now like have a different lens of life, which is interesting to me. I still like my man Frank Frazetta better, but let's just get back to the piece, because this is still a sick piece. He, I think, deliberately picked the teal color in this tank, formaldehyde, and it was a very profound exhibit and art pieces. So, no one had ever done this before. So simple, but yet so powerful, because no one's ever just, had it right there in the exhibit, frozen, in time, and yeah. It was pretty cool. I'm still trying to understand the dude, but that's what's cool about artists, right? Their minds are different. But yeah, this one hits. I like how they did the yellow, back, the shoulders. One of the very few pics I saw, just, because it's inevitable. It's very hard to not view anything, was the black sheep. And the black sheep goes so much harder than this, in my opinion. But this is super sick too. Not gonna lie, but I still wish it was a great shark, or great white shark. But this one goes hard too. I like it. This one, leather coat with some chain links going on. This is something I would not wear this day and age, not gonna lie. But this dude's looking slick. I don't dress like this, or I don't do my hair like this, or I don't wear this kind of stuff. It doesn't fit my flow, my style. At least not at this moment. But it's cool if you do rock this kind of style with these little metal bits, splashes of metal, because it does give a more grungier, maybe a motorcycle kind of vibe. I don't know fashion, y'all, so I'm spitballing when I say this stuff. All right, we got camo. I like the fluorescent camo. It's almost like a workman's kind of fashion wear kind of camo. That's my take on it, especially with the Timberlands on. Um, looks like just kind of like a hard grinding man. Definitely streetwear, 100%. This is something I would not get, especially the full get up here, the top and the bottom. That's just screams street. Which, yeah, I like streetwear for sure, but I like to kind of keep it more, I don't know, like respectful, more mature, wear it tastefully, something like that. This is pretty loud. It's cool still, but it doesn't really fit what I wear. So no shame against anyone who does like this stuff, man. I buy what I want. You buy what you want. You know, it's all style. It's all expression. Supreme, man, another arc. We've had a lot of arcs, you know, like this, and they're cool, but we've had a lot of them lately. This, what is it? I forget. Varsity Jacket. Yeah, that's what it's called. I get the 2025 collection. I don't understand the A's. Don't understand. Okay, they could throw some money sign Supreme hits on there. I don't winter fall. I don't know what kind of numbers or letters they're choosing here and what they stand for. If there's any rhyme or reason, or if a certain designer just, kind of, again, I'd have to try to listen and understand who designed it. But definitely not for me. Sheesh. All right. Oh my gosh, SpongeBob. All right, we're not getting there yet. This is what is hilarious about just a raw viewing, right? It's fucking SpongeBob up in here. Come on, y'all. It's crazy. All right, but I like this. And why? Obviously, I love this. You guys should probably already know this. I love like this fossil. It's like hues of purple. Very earth toned. Very earth toned. I'm digging this vibe, yo. This one's super chill, super relaxed, very calming. It's almost foresty. Love it. I like this like jewelry. I don't know if this is a BB Simon thing. Probably not. Maybe though. If it is, I mean, regardless, this ain't gonna be cheap. So I'd have to really analyze how much I really dearly, truly, without the hype and everything, if I want it. But I love the back shoulder hits. I like how they're doing that more often. Of course, I'm not gonna wear my hood all the time, but this would be nice to have in the collection for colder days and just keep in my closet. So I know, yeah, I will be throwing out my hood because this goes hard. This definitely goes hard. So I really like this piece. This is the best piece I've seen so far from the lookbook. Even though, we just passed that Damien Hirst. Now we get the SpongeBob SquarePants. Being grumpy or something. Alright, I didn't watch too much SpongeBob, y'all, but I had plenty of friends I grew up with. Like, it came out when I was a kid, right? When it was popular, I was the target market. I was into all sorts of crazy shit, though. My mom let me watch whatever, me and my brothers. So SpongeBob, that wasn't really a priority at all. We had all sorts of Adult Swim and all sorts of shit that we were looking at. But this is cool. I love how they're collaborating with this because a lot of us, I don't know, I'm speaking for myself, but like, I'm older. If I had kids, like, this would be a fun one for them to know, because kids still love SpongeBob. It's still so surprising to me because, I mean, SpongeBob is here to stay still currently. So it's kind of nuts for me. But this article of clothing, not for me. I'll tell you that right now. It just doesn't really do it for me. But I still like the collab. I appreciate the collab, but it's definitely not for me. At least not this article. If there's more, maybe. All right, we got a bunch of fur. I don't wear this kind of stuff. I'm not the one to be talking to about this kind of stuff. Especially with all the jewelry on the hands. I don't do all that kind of stuff, man. I hardly usually have anything on my wrists or nothing that makes me feel weird. I ain't trying to be all glammed and flashy, and I don't know. I ain't trying to flex like that because I ain't really a fashionado, I ain't. And I'm just generally not into jewelry. I know a lot of people have gotten into it the past 4 or 5 years, but it's just I haven't, so I'm cool with it. But this, not for me. All right, we just got like Polo tee. I like Polo tees. See, like these kind of articles of clothing apply to me because I'm just older. I like to kind of tie my inner child, skateboarding, streets, you know, the lifestyle I used to have where I was in the streets, you know, in a bad way. Great times, but a lot of like rough times too. So I like these kind of articles of clothing because I can kind of dress it up. I don't know if I like the 7 though. That is the thing with me. What's the 7 about? So if y'all have an answer for me, let me know. I don't know about that. But you know, I like the colors. I like the colors. It's like a very light pink. I like light pink, none of that hot pink shit. Blending with this red. It just, this 7 just throws me off big time, bro. Like for real, that's a turn off for me. So I probably won't cop. Next, we just got, okay, just your standard, nice leather, I'm sure, Supreme jacket. I don't know if there's any hits on these. If anything, it's probably very small, which is cool. Okay, it's a button up. Are those buttons? Or those little chain hoops? I don't know. But I don't need a black jacket, especially not from Supreme, which will charge me, you know, 20%, 30% more than pretty much the same materials I get elsewhere. Next we have this. I like the cursive font. I know Sub Thomas don't like cursive. I do. I think it's always elegant. I think it's cool. But I wonder what is this, mohair or something? I don't know. It's definitely kind of Western vibes though. You know, having that type of fur, whatever the hell it is, looks like it's been stripped off of a damn cow or some shit. So this is an interesting one. Definitely not one that I'd rock, but it is cool. I do appreciate it. All right, immediately, of course, I saw some Vanson leathers, which I think is dope. Is this actually leather? It don't look like leather. I don't know what fabric this is. What is it, just denim? I don't know. I think this is cool, though. I think this is cool. And because it's not all leather, I mean, is it some of it leather because it's Vanson leathers? Or do they... I don't know. See, I'm not too familiar with Vanson. I'm not a Vanson aviado, you know. But I think this is chill. It just depends on the price, and I'm sure Vanson ain't gonna help. Track jacket. I ain't digging the colors. But to each his own. Yeah, it's kind of a weird magenta, dark magenta. This is just gonna be weird to wear. It's gonna be hard to wear. So this is a pass for me. But if you like these colors, man, I can, you know, I'm cool with whatever people like. All right, this is fire. I like this. I can already tell. This is... Damn. This is heat. This is straight heat. I love... Is this AoE? It's gotta be. It's gotta be AoE. And I'm not even too familiar with that dude. I tried doing research in the past on like Instagram. It's hard to find too much about him. But I love this. This is gonna be hard to get, dudes. And I might need this. We'll see. I'm not gonna be all FOMO up in here because it's my first viewing. But I really like this because you guys know is it a work jacket? Or is it just a hoodie, like a sweatshirt hoodie? But man, this back hits so hard. And what I love about this is this hoodie isn't like, it doesn't seem too thick in material, like a really heavy duty work jacket. So, and it's not going to cover up much of all of this hardcore fire decals or embroidered, right? We love embroidery. We know this. This is heat. This is super heat. I love this. I mean, like, I don't know. It's just like this color, this dark cloud with the sun hitting it. It's like stormy clouds. I don't know what the hell kind of color this would be called. I'm sure they have it, but it blends so tastefully with all these. And at the same time, it's kind of subtle. That's why I absolutely love this piece. This is one of the better pieces, 100%. This might have just been moved up to my favorite piece so far. What was the other one I liked? Oh, yeah, that one. Nope. I got to go with this one, boys. This one's heat. This one's super fire. I got nothing like this in my wardrobe. This is fire. So, this is my favorite so far. Absolutely love it. Love all the embroideries. You know this is not going to be cheap, but because it's super, super cool, I would gladly, hopefully, if I got the funds, I'll be smart this year, get this, because I like supporting good execution on artwork and design and all that, the product, right? So I love this one. All right, so what we got, a under long sleeve like jersey mesh material, and then we have I forget what these are called, like the vests. Yeah, the vests. I'm not into vests. I know they're very fashionable. I've been seeing people wearing them, but I don't wear vests. I think they're just kind of a pain in the butt, because now you're stuck with it when I take it off. I don't know, but I get it. Vests are cool. Like they can definitely up your like presentation. So I think it's super dope. Not for me though. Oof. I like this shit, yo. All right, so is this bandana? Yeah, like bandana / paisley action, maybe a little. This goes hard right here. I don't wear fur like trims like this on the hood though, but I do really like this from a design perspective. I think they kind of slayed here. I just don't wear this stuff. If I lived in like Minnesota, anywhere where it's cold, this would be badass. But I don't, so I'm gonna have to pass on that. So, all right, what we got going on? We got track jacket. Not feeling the pink. It's too bold in the pink. And some long pants of some sort. Looks like denim for sure. And of course some Supreme Air Force Ones, it looks like, with Supreme. Alright, bomber jacket, I'm guessing. Pretty straightforward here. I like less is more. I mean, I'm cool with this. I don't need this. I don't have any yearning to get it. But I like the simplicity of it. I'm just curious on what kind of other colorways they got. All right. So what? Utility jacket? And I think I only know that because I think I got a utility jacket in like this green like 2 or 3 years ago. But I typically but I already have one, right? I don't know. It might not even be utility, yo. But I mean, it's pretty basic. If you like this collar hit, if you like how the colors blend, if red's your thing, consider. All right, what do we got here? Bunch of fuck everywhere. You guys already know I live in conservative town. I ain't, because I tend to be social. I'm open, like I'm transparent. I like to bro out. If people, as long as you're not bullshitting or trying to bum something from me or doing some weird shit, I'll listen. I'll usually connect with you. And elderly or young, you know what I'm saying? But the elderly, they ain't gonna pick up on this, and especially if they got kids around and they're raising their kids a certain way. I'm trying to be cool, I like to be respectful of that, and I can't have little fucks all over my shit, you know what I'm saying? If it was just me, possibly, but even then I don't really rock blue like this. So it's a funny piece. That's a hard funny piece. But okay, what's going on here? Is this another AoE? I wouldn't think so, because AoE goes mad crazy on patches. This is different. It's kind of odd. Strikes me as odd. I like this though. Reminds me of Venom. We all know this. But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. All right, we got some dress wear. Now I ain't this fancy, y'all. I know I told you I like to come off. I like to kind of act my age. Like I like to find a happy medium, right? Stay young, but also, live by my values and principles. I don't know, be respectful and shit. But this is nice. It looks like a really nice satin or whatever the hell it is. But not gonna. I would rather get it elsewhere for cheaper. All right, what do we got? Another winter coat of some sort with a jersey, and okay, is this Supreme cross necklace dropping? I'm assuming, and I'm sure it will since it's in this lookbook. And then we got the Supreme cap. There's nothing really standing out that I'd want here. I mean, possibly that jersey, but we'd have to see how it looks entirely. This is chill. This is kind of chill. I like it. It's like extra hairy, whatever the fuck it's made of. But this is chill. I like this. I'm just really curious on the colorways. There's been like a lot of pink shown. So I don't generally wear pink. I mean, I do got some, I guess. And this is like an orange sherbet. But no, I really just wear pink. It's not my thing. But I really like the hair and like the simplicity and another arc. We're getting blasted with the arcs, man. Must be demand, I guess. All right. Olive hits, we know it. Track jacket or something like that going on. This is a very simple piece. There isn't really much going on. So, not much to talk about it, but I like the color. All right. Oh, okay. Those are. Oh, he wasn't rocking Air Force Ones. He was rocking what are those, Shocks, or I'm drawing blanks, but yeah. I think we're getting upcoming collab, right, with Nike. So this is, I guess, probably designed for that fit. I don't mind it, but I don't think it does enough for me, honestly. All right, what else? Okay, so this is kind of cool. This is underneath the hood. This like animal hair. That's different. That kind of just threw it for me. I kind of like this. This kind of, for some reason, gave me Nautica vibes, like, which is a very good thing for someone like me, because it's like old school retro kind of vibes. But when you throw in the animal, that's different, and I like different. Kind of, it kind of opens another pathway, hopefully subconsciously, but it's not for me. So, oh, it's irreversible. Okay, all right, that is very different. You can look, maybe, I guess, depending on your audience, man. Depending on your audience, you can go with the whole leopard print, or maybe you're just going to the gym, and then you're gonna take your lady somewhere nice. So this is an interesting one. I like it. I need some coffee. All right, what do we got here? A plain ass denim coat with a little Supreme hit, as we see time and time before. I am interested in these pants, though. I'll tell you that much. The paisley or the bandana, man, I want to see colorways of that. This jacket is just kind of, plain Jane. All right, got kind of like this super light, obviously see-through shirt. I'm good on this. Again, maybe it's this dude, man. I just don't dress like him, bro. But it's looking good, bro. I don't know where you at. You probably definitely south. We're rocking this. Here's another arc. Am I not alone here? I can't be. We have a lot of arc. Now this is jeweled. So man, this is trending big time. Maybe Supreme's trying to cash. But I'm good with the jewels. That's a little too out there, and then also it costs obviously probably another $40+ just because of that application. Next we have just an interesting looking checkered, but with like pins on every cross jacket. This one's different. Definitely not my style, so I don't have much to look or take on it. Alright, so this is the second artist that I can't remember the name of, but I was you know, naturally interested in his artwork. So a lot of his arts have everyone or most or some people with their eyes either smeared or closed. And like even this one, like see I don't even know what this painting is, but all of the eyes are closed. And the thing with him, first of all, he's the first pro athlete that became like a pretty well-known you know, established artist. So there's that little coin or medal of recognition. But a lot of his arts have people with their eyes closed because where he was brought up and everything, there was a lot of judgmental people. So like his message through his paintings were like kind of, if you close your eyes, like then you're not gonna judge people by their appearances, you know, whether they look like they're poor, like, you know, they got raggedy ass clothes, or, you know, he was back, I'm sure, with the racism days, you know, and they touched on, so if you're black or whatever, you know, that's the kind of the message, underlying message, a lot of his paintings, and that's, I think, a main point, and is why he was profound for his time. Just a little tidbit. Next we have this totally a pot smokers sort of vibe, which is cool. At least maybe this dude's just giving me the vibe, but not for me. It's kind of a weird, like these two, you know, different vertical horizontals. I don't know. That's nice. That's nice though. But again, the hood comes down. That'll probably cover like a good bit of it. So I don't know. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. All right, so that is the lookbook. Stay tuned. I'm going to take a break because that was actually quite a lot of mental exhaust. And then I will do the entire collection. So stay tuned, my dogs. I love my Supreme dogs very much. Y'all already know that. And until next Supreme video. See ya.